Hey guys, welcome back. Da-da-da. How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. It's Christmas Eve. I need to adjust some of my fuzz. Test, test, test. Hello, how are you today? Yeah, that's working okay. We need to drop down to a planet and pick up vehicles. Evening, Mama. Merry Christmas to you, CJ. Thank you, Mama. Let's take the Hercules out, fly it down to a planet, and pull out the tank. Hangar 4. One, because it's a fun giant ship, and then two, because. I do need to update my Twitch. All right, have a good night. There's the front ramp access, there's the elevator, and the back ramp access.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
It's gigantic. It does have a little VTOL mode. Nice. All right. So with K, we can hit our. I was just looking to see if it had a VTOL mode on such a large ship. It does look like it goes through and uses side. Adjust those down, give you a little bit more stuff at the bottom. Why, thank you, sis, for $5. And yeah, pretty good Christmas Eve. I actually took a nap earlier that lasted for like 3.5, 4 hours. So I think that's pretty much sleeping. Just tired and exhausted. Like, all right, cool, sleep time. This is a giant ship. We will head down to Daymar. Cuban mining facility. Let this thing take forever to spool up. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, crap.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to forget your cooking Christmas Eve supper. Seems like a bad way to start Christmas, is napping and burning Christmas Eve supper. Now, I have never gone down to a planet on the gigantic beast of a bird. Size are the guns on? Thank you again for the super chat.
Quantum travel engaged.
Bottom of the pan is where you get all the Krispies.
Quantum travel complete.
This system does take quite a while to spool up. I mean, granted, it's a giant ship, so...
Quantum travel engaged.
Once we get into atmosphere, it's going to be a bit different. Hey, James, actually, it's just for the month, it's the ship for the month for High Admirals, I guess, in the game.
Complete.
Thank you again for the super chat, but you don't have to make a super chat for every time you want to chat. It starts to make me nervous after a while. I thank you. I mean, that does sound amazing, though. That's a great dinner right there. We're going to stupid mining facility. Just so I can pop up with a little notification of where it's actually at, because I get lost. Cheesecake is the best cake, and anybody that wants to say anything against it can fight me. I'm just saying. And everybody says, you can't have cheesecake for your birthday because it's not cake. I'm like, it's got cake in the name. Well, thank you again for the other... for the super chat. I love cheesecake. Surprisingly, King Supers up here, their bakery department, which I know it's all just like frozen and brought in or whatever, but their cheesecake, like their New York style cheesecake up there, it's actually pretty damn good. It's got nice thick graham cracker crusts, buttery goodness. Yeah, no, I know. Mama's gonna get some cheesecake. I'm not gonna have any cheesecake. And I think it's pretty much too late to even try to go someplace. Thank you for the super chat. So, but yeah, the King Supers. I think it's King Supers. James, we'll fight. Me and you, we're gonna fight. I am hit or miss on German chocolate cake. Sometimes I'm in the mood for, you know, like a coconutty German chocolate cake thing, and then sometimes I'm not. So I can be like, oh yeah, and I have a really big craving for it, or nothing. Now, this is my first time landing this giant bird on a planet. I need a better angle so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. My plan is simple. I would drive over here. I mean, fly over here. Where is the... Okay, that's... And then I will take one of the tanks. It's nose heavy? Okay. Hey! Thank you for the super chat. And thanks, Josh. Let's see, so what you're saying is I shouldn't send super chats. Absolutely. In, drop our landing gear. Thank you for the super chat. I'm just trying to land this bird. Nose. Like, all right. I want to make sure I don't have any rocks behind me or in front of me because I'm going to try to bring a tank into this big bad boy. Thank you, Josh. That doesn't even say anything. There's not even a chat in there. Pointing that out. I see why it's nose heavy. There's nothing up front because it's got to have access to the gigantic doors. Ah, that's cool. I guess we're driving it up front because there's no way. What was I saying? Because there's no way for me to drive up the back since there's a gap. Oh, y'all. We all gonna fight. Why'd you fight your people that were watching? Because they kept sending super chats. And nobody agreed with me on cheesecake that it's the best cake. That's two fightable reasons. I'm gonna smack on y'all. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I think this is more super chats than I've gotten all year. I'll fight just to have the cheesecake all to myself. See, I'm okay with that. That's perfectly logical. Cheesecake is delicious. You getting on tonight, Josh? Oh wait, wrong one. Platinum Day. Baja getting on tonight? Panda? I took a nap and then I woke up and everybody was gone. I want to do some Drake Dragonfly riding around. And the Tumbril Nova. I don't think that I can get more than one other ship, though, out. I think that if I try to go through and spawn a second vehicle, or a third vehicle, technically. If I spawn the Nova, if I spawn the Nova, then I should be good. But if I spawn the Nova in like a Drake Dragonfly, then that's bad. This is my first time getting in the tank. Hey, did you know that Banquet makes pot pie, apple pies, and cobblers and such? I did not know that. Wait, like the apple pies, but pot pies? Like in the little tins? Throw in the oven? Dude, this tank is badass! Thank you for the super chat. There we go. Enter driver's seat. Let's see if we got like the rise and fall of the gun. Thank you for the super chat. I can't. Oh, but this operates like a tank. Holy crap! So this doesn't drive like a lot of the other vehicles. This train drives like a tracked vehicle. This has a whole different drive scheme. That's badass! I didn't know that. So you can like pivot in place. That's cool. I got stopped on something. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, they are. It's a crew 3 vehicle, so if you want peak performance, you need 3 people. Yeah, so that will operate. So does that operate the tank? So one's a driver, one's a co-pilot. What's the co-pilot operate? I see it's got like, oh, no, 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 too far. Here, we're gonna go off the back. Vroom. So I see that the pilot can operate this. What's it got for my inter-remote turret? So the remote turret is... Okay, so that's the one that the pilot controls if he's just in there. One gunner, one missile. Oh, I'm still within the armistice zone. So the co-pilots, they have access to power on.
Weapons system visible. Tomorrow land systems. System check.
Bit power off. The co-pilot not to do anything fun and cool. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the he's fun. And he has... There it is, inter-remote turret. Oh, so that's separate. This is actually ballistics. Alright, we need to drive a little bit further away. We're going to... Yeah, I figured that was going to happen, but at least we didn't die. Alright, let's drive it into the... Yep. I need to come back through with a fine-tooth comb and now there is a gap. I want to see if we can actually make this. My door is down. All right, close the door. Draw the elevator. Can I close doors from in here? All right, call elevator. Yay, ride the elevator up to the top deck. That thing is gigantic. I didn't realize how big the Umbral was. And that is how you get banned. Bow, bow. Like my button got unset. All right, option finding vehicle. You're not sure if they modeled armor on the. Oh, okay. Thank you for the super chat and Merry Christmas. Faces, got the little beard. Uh, so it is set correctly, but it's not in this ship at least not allowing me to close all the things that would down. If you lose your shields and they didn't expect to go. Gotcha. Thank you, sis. Gauge cruise control. Toggleable proximity. Right now, close the exterior. Damn. Well, even my elevator's like down. A little more height underneath this. Thank you for the super chat. I think you're gonna win my all-time highest amount of super chats. Alright, we'll call the elevator so that they're up here. We'll just take the ladder down for the, to close the doors. Okay, that one's closing. Fancy. All right, and the whole point to go and get loaded up in here. So it does seem, I don't know if that's, I don't know if the doors were having problems closing before, because I know that with this patch there's a lot of there's a lot of buttons. There's a lot of issues on this patch with just in general the weapons. A Merry Christmas to you, James. A lot of issues with doors not closing and stuff like that on a lot of the on a lot of the vehicles. Nephews go on a shopping spree for Christmas, and we also bought them some phones. I wanted a. Elijah got a PS5. Very nice. Is it still down? Yeah, see? And it shouldn't be down. Well, that's pretty awesome. Glad to see you got a PS5. I know a lot of people were having problems getting PS5s. All right, we are away from everything, so we can go out and kind of test the Nova. Go over to here.
Landing gear.
Right, a few rocks. Then whenever I close... or open. See, so they open. Isn't the tank the Nova Umbral or the Umbral Nova? Umbral Nova? Yeah, so the tank's the Nova. We're going out to test the Nova. That's the only reason why I got this is so I could pick up the Nova and put it into this gigantic carrier to see what it was like. Because the Nova, or the Starlifter, is the only ship that's big enough to carry a Nova, let alone two of them. I think it has you can do 2 Novas inside here. Alright, make sure that closes. Wait, why is the door down again? Close the door. stay closed, door. Let's go. All right, so as the driver, if I right click, what are my actions? Ship system, shields, disable thrusters, powers, power off, gotcha. Weapon system, remote turret, weapons disable. Okay. So you have. Oh, damn. Let's set up. There's got to be an option for like getting into a remote turret. Like a hotkey. Vehicle weapon. Thank you for the super chat. Weapon fire group, weapon group 1, fire weapon group 2, manual gimbal cycle. Vehicle turret movement, vehicle mining, vehicle scanning, vehicle targeting. Operator. Operator toggle, look behind, eject. No. Thank you again for the super chat. The main gun on the Nova can one-shot all small ships, some medium. Wow. From what I've seen anyway. Vehicle cockpit, close all door. Vehicle, flight movement, targeting, target site. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. Thank you again for the super chat. Do we know what the is there do you know what it's under to go through and crazy, I gotta go through and crap. Don't know what to do with viewer activity. Sorry, words, trying to figure out words. Do we know, is there a function, or what it's under, I guess I should say, turret advanced, to get into the turrets? Like to, because if you hit F to go through, and like if you're in a turret, you can hit F and you can get out of the turret, like to go back to your main view or whatever. But like getting into a turret view, is there? I don't think there's a hotkey, but is there, like, can you make one, or do we know what it? Do you know what it might be under to go through and make one? Interaction. Do we have a? Do you know what it might be under? It still might be right here for interactions, but And for the main gun, the seat is the one of the back. Gotcha. Yeah, no. The exit remote turret, but how they don't have one? I can't see one for enter remote turret. Yeah, neither do I. Self-destruct, keep straight, flight system ready. Lock all doors. Exits. Mining mode. Auto mode. Operator. F is interaction mode. WS, gotcha. Personal commodity. Left Alt M for mining mode actions. That. I guess I don't have one. I thought they would have. All right, so this, the gunner seat. Power on.
Tomro land systems. System check.
Okay, so if somebody's in here, then they get the main gun, and then whoever's in the co-pilot seat gets the, I'm assuming, machine gun. They also have missiles. Good explosion. All right, I want to see. So that makes more sense to me with it being like set up that way. You know what I mean? And this one was somewhere for the remote turret. Remote turret. Slayer cannon needs doom music. And so they have access to the energy weapon machine gun. I'm absolutely fine with that. We are not targeting our Oh, C aligns with the front. Barrel mode. Apparently V is something because V is making it to where if I click V, it just stops firing. Bindings, V, oh, that's scan mode toggle, so that puts it into toggle mode, so definitely don't ever do that. That's a lot of firepower for this thing. Dear God. Oh, is that ranges on the left? No, that's degrees. So that's your general degrees for your rotation. And this is your pitch. I think there is time and place, like ESP active on this one, and then being able to switch it. All right. Machine gunner can call out targets for the main gun in voice chat. Yeah, I can see that being how that would be more beneficial, because the tank is a bit lower on it. I love that gun. As tempting as it might be, I will not shoot my ship. I actually want to be able to get off this rock.
Weapons system power is low.
I think with the Slayer, it's a 3-shot kill on the Starlifter. I mean, that's still a pretty damn good. Starlifter's a gigantic shit. Ooh. Yes, please. More of that, the dark lighting. There are some really great ships in the verse that I do quite enjoy. Is that the engine back there? No. That is a gigantic. Is it the battery? Oh, it says on the outside. This might be part of the cooler system. Quantum drive in the very back. Gotcha. Close, fool. Such a cool ship. Warning, collision alert. And there's 2 turrets that I didn't see. No, I haven't. The Starliner, that's the one that is... No, the Starfarer. Which one's the fueler? Is that the Farer? Starfarer? Cool, give me a sec, because it's... I've been trying to go through and get bots, so I have a lot of it not set. I think I need to see it through the YouTube side. Or did it just automatically block all that? Dang. Or did you send it to my email?
Quantum travel
Okay.
complete.
Yeah, my Nightbot is a bit hardcore about freaking links, just because there's been so many bots on here lately. Go through and adjust that. Let me get this shit back to Really?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Okay. Give me a sec. Let me just get inside the zone. The armistice zone. Been a lot of people that like to shoot at gigantic ships in the verse. Genesis Starliner. Oh. Hey, Salty's online.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
Don't mind my elevator being.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Could you? I bet you have to take the elevator out. Yep. It is a pretty close fit, I will be honest. Suck it in, Hercules. Now, yeah, I'm gonna store it, and I do have them pulled up, the data. So will this be... Because of this right here, like with RSI, Cobalex, Microtech, da-da-da-da, like, is this ones that will be obviously player owned and we'll be able to go through and do it, but will there be some that are just flying in the verse that are not not player operated, NPC operated? There we go. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I feel like flight attendants and I mean, honestly, it would be cool if you could go through and not just Stanton system, like not going from Microtech to fucking, you know, Crew or anything like that, Crusader, but going through and jumping to, like, say, Pyro or Nyx or, you know, any of the other systems in the universe. And say you don't have a ship that can go through and make that jump, but you want to be able to get there and then claim your ships whenever you get on the other side. It would be nice to be able to go through and actually have the opportunity to just, like, cool, let me just board this ship, the Genesis, and be able to you know, hop on there and go. And doing space tourism or doing space flights will be something that I know is, like, not just cargo, but also going through and being able to haul passengers and stuff like that. Not just player passengers, but NPC passengers and stuff like that. It's just like in Elite Dangerous, they do have the ability to go through and haul tourists. Well, that is freaking nice. I do like the concept of that. Also, I want to know where this... I know this is just artwork, but this place looks gorgeous. What planet is that on? It is true. How's it going, Lindsay? Oh, on here, you're Lindsay. I see. That is a, I mean, it's a gorgeous looking ship. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. This is information that came out. Oh, this is 2015, so they haven't put this into effect yet. Holds up to 8 crew members and up to 40 passengers. Our job in the, let's see this part right here. Our job with the Starliner was to determine how passenger travel in the verse would be both fun and necessary, the developer said, and then to build out a ship worthy of that system. Designers have spent a lot of time working on the realism, everything from safety features to a plan for how to make passenger travel fun, interesting, and rewarding for those who choose to fly the Genesis. I mean, if you're an owner operator of the Genesis, right? If you're a person that actually owns the ship, absolutely. That part is going to be like flying cargo or anything else. For a passenger, I can definitely see them saying like, "Hey, how do we make, you know, passenger side Genesis stuff fun?" And that could be something to go through and having, you know, a bar in there or arcade games, because I know that they eventually are going to go through all the arcade games in the game. They will eventually have them working and running. Let's see. That's 4 years ago. I mean, to me, that'd be just badass, like to go through and have that side of it, because especially if you're going through and setting up missions for major ports, right? So that'll be something to where you go through it, like to Rikers Memorial or TISA, and it's like these like interplanetary spaceports or inter-universal kind of spaceports, and be able to go through and pick up missions or crew or something like that, or having it to where you'd be able to go through and find what flights are available are needing to be done on those specific, you know, from that port to another one, and being able to go through it. Just, you know, think of it like Microsoft Flight Simulator, the different little add-ons, the third-party add-ons to go through and make it to where you can go through and, you know, pick up crews and stuff like that. If they were to incorporate something like that into the gameplay, where it was like, all right, cool, we have flight coming through from Area 18 to Levski. It's the only one that popped in my head as a name for a planet. But we need to go through and have this flight, and so you can go through and book that flight. And especially if they had them set up to where they were like, you know, needs to leave within 30 minutes to an hour or something like that, so you can kind of go through and schedule those out. And then needs to arrive at other place by this time, so you can actually have that passenger gameplay. And it could be NPC passengers or, you know, even real passengers for it. That could be interesting. Know what I mean? Is that in the concierge? Merry Christmas, James. Thank you so much for hanging out and join us on this Christmas Eve stream. We will be here streaming for a while, so if you do get bored later, definitely drop on by. Oh man, I don't know where to go to see it. All right, James, you have a good night, bud. In the concierge forum. Spectrum for the concierge. Okay. Gotcha. Spending dumb amounts of money. Nab the A2 again and the Valkyrie. Nice. You'll have to post me that link in Discord. LZ. Oh. For that post in Spectrum, because I can't see it. I'm not seeing it. That is crazy though. Yeah, they probably have taken it down. So you grabbed the Valkyrie, you said, did you, were you just like, I want my own, you know, like, I know a lot of people have done the comparisons, it's like the Valkyrie is the better dropship, than the, Cutlass, steel, or whatever. Knick-knack. For L2, what all do I have open? Christian 1 repeaters. I wish I can get all of my stuff and, like, haul it over to here from different places. For L4. Having used both the steel, having used both, comma, the steel is better in most areas, but for specific purpose, the Valkyrie, for number of troops. Gotcha. But that's not why I got it. Got it for rocks and Argo transporting. Plus, it's just pretty. I don't think I've ever looked at the Valkyrie. All right, stuff there at Orison. Yeah, if you're good, yeah, I don't mind. I was looking at going through and trying to change the. Damn, I got a lot of missiles. What's up, Halsey? I was looking to go through and trying to change up my thingy. Hornet to match what to match what you were kind of mentioning in the chat the other day. Having the size 3s be the disruptors, and then my size 1s and size 2s being my attritions.
You're using the standard Hornet now, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Then never mind. It completely voids what I was gonna say. Because I forget. There's another turret ball you can use, but I forget where you can get it. But instead of 2 size 2s, it gives you a size 4.
I have that one as well.
Oh, I thought that one was only equipable directly on the super.
Nope. So you can do nothing. You can do the size 4, or you can do the 2 size 2s. I was looking at it more as the damage output. You actually, if you have 2 size 2s, you have a bit higher damage output than the single size 4.
I mean, yeah.
Just through Urkel, at least. I'm not sure if it was just DPS or if it was Alpha also.
Let's see here. Should probably clear my cart. I was setting up a Prowler the other day. Let's see here. Select vehicle.
It does bother me that you're not able to load up all of your like missile racks and your weapons and stuff like that from other planets and put them on a ship and then bring them back to a single planet.
Yeah, it would make more sense.
Well, and the reason why it bothers me is because if I go to Orison or Ollie, I can go through and I can see my fucking mining laser heads in my inventory there, but I can't see my weapons.
Yeah.
And even still, like even if I'm in the Caterpillar, because it has so much, only a certain amount of like vehicle storage size or whatever, I can't go through and just like drop them onto my Caterpillar. Like I should be able to. It's a Caterpillar.
Yeah.
I can put mining laser heads on the floor of my Caterpillar, and hopefully they freaking stay, you know, kind of thing. Like that's the part that I'm just like, dang it. But whenever you go to, and you're like, if you go to I and like you look in your local area, one, I have
It's just
nothing
a
here at
dumb
crew, but
system.
it's just like, so it's like, and I'm hoping that a lot of that changes with, hey, welcome Isaiah, Merry Christmas Eve to you, buddy. I hope that with the cargo refactorization and like that side of it, that they get that put in there, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, buddy, and I will do my best to have a good stream. I think here in a few minutes I'm gonna take a quick stream break, put it in a little standby mode, and grab me some something to eat because I'm actually hungry.
All right, I'm in the server. Send me a party invite so I know where I'm going.
I'm on crew 01.
Ah, you're on crew 01? Alright, sweet. Oh, why did I tell that to come here? That's 20,000 down the drain. Oh well. Well, no, I guess I'll leave it here. Alright. Yeah, because I get what you're saying with it, because when I used to use my Andromedas all the time, it was a pain to have to go get more Rattler 2s, because they're only sold in, I think it's Hurl 5.
Yeah, now that you can get them at a few places. Now they're at Hurl 5, Hurl 4, Dumpers Depot on Area 18. There's a few more places that you can get the Rattler 2s now.
Oh, sweet.
Because it used to also be like Levski and was it Grimhex? Could you Grim? But anyways, but yeah, so they are in a few more places. But my question with that was always like, okay, if I use them, then I should be able to go through and restock them as they land at any pad. Like as soon as I go through and attach them to my ship and say, this is what's supposed to be stocked here. If I go to any pad, I should be able to go through and resupply from there. Do you know if it's 317 or 318 that's supposed to be having the personal hangars? I think that's 317.
Well,
What's up?
I'll show you the Valkyrie, and then I do have to dip. I do have
Okay.
reservations with the family.
Oh, good. Well, if you got to go, you don't have to bring the Valkyrie
I
over
don't
also.
have to go yet. I don't have to leave for about an hour, so
Oh, okay.
just enough time to fly over there, get the Valkyrie going on. You know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen the Valkyrie in game. I'm sure I've seen images of it when I've been scrolling through the ship guide or whatever.
It kind of looks like what the raft was probably started as a concept, because it's got the same general paint scheme and landing gear.
Is it
Size
a
pretty much
Argo?
the same too.
Yep.
No, I think it's actually an anvil. Let's find out. It's either Anvil or Aegis.
That's another thing that Panda and Huaha and I were talking about the other day is two parts. Hold on. Trying to go to this.
It is Anvil. Okay.
Valkyrie. Okay, I see what you're saying, like the Liberator edition with the paint schemes for it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, now I can finally take off. There we go. It just, it sucks that if you want to have any defensive capability, you have to have somebody flying with you. It has, just like the Retaliator, it has no weapons slaved to the pilot.
Gotcha, gotcha.
At least I don't remember if it does or not. I don't think it does from when I last used it.
I saw Salty, then he disappeared.
But it's a pretty decent sized ship. You can fit a Grey Cat Rock DS in the back pretty comfortably.
How much bigger is the DS versus, like, say, the Ursa rover or something like that? Is the DS and the rover about the same size?
I would say the Ursa, they're about the same size, but mostly because of the tires of the Rock. They're just so wide, you know?
Gotcha.
Especially on the DS.
I do like the suspension system on the Ursa rover. I think that's a nice little setup it has.
Oh yeah. I think if you tried hard enough, you could probably fit a Spartan in here as well. Not so sure if it would stay, but you know. I think that's a different problem at that time. Alright, now to plot a route to you. Hopefully this doesn't take me too long.
Did you see who Super Mac brother video he put out today for the star map. Star map.
No, actually, I didn't see that. I'll have to go look at that when I get the chance.
Yeah, it's got the information's kind of weird because he did put it out like I guess he was doing a lot of the recording on Wednesday, and then the game came out later that day.
Nice.
But still, it's a lot of good information on there, and talking about things for the star map update, which should be coming into place hopefully with like 1.7 or 3.18, but it kind of gives a new progress update for a lot of the ships and a lot of the stuff that's being worked on and stuff that's been completed being worked on and just waiting for the next implementation. It's about 25 minutes, but good information. But it's weird because he put it out today, but it's got like all the information is like, yep. So when 3.16 drops, and because it was like he recorded all of it and edited all of it and everything like that, literally like a couple hours before 3.1 dropped.
Perfect kind of timing, you know.
Yeah. So, but the information that he gave, the new star map system, I can't wait, dear God, because just a pain in the ass sometimes, especially if you're trying to go through and like, Crew L1, I'm trying to go on my players or buy my players, but then only highlighting my players and I can't highlight Crew L1. It's being a pain in the ass. And the star map system is its own unique set of problems.
Yeah. Oh, the Valkyrie does actually have weapons. There we go. Alright. About 15 million away. Should be there pretty close. Or soon. English.
I want to try to go through and I would love for them to be able to go through and have some way to go through and do some modifications to your ships and stuff like that, because I will absolutely go buy 2 field lights and duct tape them onto the front of my Hornet.
Just go grab a lamppost with a battery-powered generator and shove it on the ass.
Like, we were driving, I don't know where we were flying to yesterday, but it was over at Tressler. And
yeah.
it's just absolutely dark, and I'm like, and both Waha and Panda had, lights. They're like, oh, it's dark. Oh, wait, I can see. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't until I get, like, on the landing pad, because I just have no lights. And they're like, why don't you turn the lights on? I'm like, I don't have any lights. Every ship in this game that I have that I can, that I have flown has lights. Ground vehicles, lights. Dragonfly has lights. The Hornet? Nah, you don't need lights.
If I'm not mistaken, the Hornet's supposed to be like like exclusively carried on a Benningal. That's probably why. So like it didn't transfer well to the civilian market of it not having headlights, but
Right.
Just such a pretty ship for such an oddball use,
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying earlier. I do definitely think that they need to, I won't say have consolidation, but make sure that they go through, and it does seem like a lot of ships don't really have a design style sheet kind of thing. Like, hey, this is Argo has definitely got their Argo ships. They have the design style sheet, but some of the older companies, military contractors and stuff like that, and honestly, even lore wise, it makes sense because typically military contracts are, lowest person that like bids, lowest bid gets the job. So it's like, I can understand that a bit. And so it might be something that Argo was the one of the lowest bidder basically that came through and made the Valkyrie. I'm over here on pad 1 side.
Yeah, I see you. Just it kind of slows down like someone threw a brick through a window.
So it might be something along those lines with those, but and obviously your Origin series, those definitely have a specific style.
Yeah, the far too fancy to be used in any kind of anything really, except for the 325. The 325 is actually very useful as a fighter.
And then Aegis, for the most part, Aegis, honestly, and Anvil, like, they make sense for what they are, but there's a lot of them out there, like whenever you go through and see Drakes, right? The Drake ships, there's differences in them that I'm like, this doesn't feel like a Drake. What's going on, Varian? I definitely see what you mean, how it kind of looks like a I'm pretty sure Argo was the lowest bidder.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is weird considering it's an Anvil ship. Maybe they just took like it probably was.
Yeah, but Anvil's a military contractor.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's
So-
an Aurora. If you try hard enough, you could probably
Yeah,
squeeze
that's
the front half
salty.
of that in here.
You should be able to see that. That's salty.
Well, I'm in F4.
Oh, gotcha. I see your side mounts. Is that for, like, can people jump off of those? What's these side mounts over here? Can people get up on these?
The side mounts are exactly for that because when you land, those are directly on the ground,
Oh, okay.
and the gunner sits there with the minigun that's on the door and just kind of protects everything, you know.
Oh, nice. Little turret area. Is it an upside down turret? Yeah, it is.
Oh, I guess you can't deploy this one anymore? Oh no, there it goes. You just have to be really far away from it.
Salty, want to come look around?
I think this is like one of my favorite details of this ship. It's got a
What's that?
deployable firearm cover. You press that little button and this little mobile cover pops up. It's really nice.
What come button? This one didn't do it.
Oh, you're kidding me. This is glitch 2 for me? Ugh. I can't close any of my doors after I open them with Alt K, and it's
Bro, it's not
beginning to
just this
bother
ship. It's a lot of ships.
me. Yeah. I'm also certain if you tried hard enough, if the deployable cover was down, you could probably fit a Nova in here. Of course, it may not
I
translate
don't
so
know.
well for
Yeah,
the
maybe.
Valkyrie going well. But I think it's 20 drop seats, which is less than the steel directly, but you know you can fit 2 Argo personnels in here if you try, and that's an extra like 10 right there, I think, as well. Or no, I think it's an extra 16.
Turret.
There's one upstairs.
Oh,
as
it's not
well.
upside down. It's bomber style.
Oh, it's like a... Ooh. The crew quarters is
Yeah, that just
quite
looks like a
basic.
fucking B2 bomber on there. That's fucking badass. Nice. That's cool.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there is, yeah, there's secondary turrets that are on the wings that are single weapon mounts. Oh, I can't even close the... I can't even close the pilot door.
Yeah, they definitely fudged up a lot of stuff.
Something has gone very wrong. Like, the hotkey for closing your stuff doesn't work anymore either. I think that's because of whatever they did with this update.
So yeah, there is gunner seats on both sides.
And then we got the one that's on directly behind the ladder. There's another one that's for the turret up top on the top part of the craft.
Gotcha.
It's pretty well armed for what it is. Even though when you fight one of the AI ones, you usually just end up slapping it.
I could definitely see how this would be. I mean, even the side ones, they have great range. I don't think there's any part of the ship that you don't have coverage for
I mean, yeah.
from your turrets. But it would
Especially
be
if you
something
have
where you
the,
would need
doors open.
lower turret, upper turret, side turrets, and then is it just single cockpit? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a pretty good view from the cockpit, actually. Most of your, I'd say like 20% of your screen is MFD and the rest is glass.
That's not bad.
And if you look down, you can actually have a much easier time trying to land.
Oh, yeah, it's got the little window. I actually couldn't see that at first. It was just gray like the tank, but I was like, oh, that's asteroids down. Gotcha. Yeah, that's not freaking bad at all.
Yeah.
I like the overhead, which is nice.
I don't know if this is gonna ring any bells for you, but it reminds me a lot of the that assault ship from, I think it's James Cameron's Avatar was the name of the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. The one when they're that they fly to get to the floating islands or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess they fly it a lot in that movie, but yeah. I can absolutely. Power on. I do like the access of the MFDs on the turrets as well, so you can actually go through and use the radar
It's such a
functionally,
nice
but
little
also
detail.
being able to go through and see comms, shields, everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Like that is really nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to leave, but I'll leave this open so you can keep exploring it for a while.
Oh no, you're good, bud. You're good to go through and take this out of here. I'd never seen one and everything like that, so I was like, hell yeah, I'll look at it. That's badass.
Yeah.
That's a solid ship.
By far, it's, besides maybe the Herald, I would have to say this is probably my favorite ship, just because it fits its design so well, and it's I can't find anything I hate about it.
Yeah, I don't think you could be mad at it. Armor-wise, armor
It's a
versus
joke,
and
armor-wise.
what about shields? Are they decently upgradable?
They've got some room for improvement, yeah, but it's got tanky enough shields and armor that it can survive its purpose, drop in, get its people off and go. But if you're trying to use it in a firefight, it's gonna obviously die fast. It's not what it's meant for.
Gotcha.
It's a nice little get around thing, you know. Because I got from here to Hurston in like 5 minutes.
All right. Yeah, it's a cool looking ship. It does look like you could land something on top of it. It's just quite flat.
Probably wouldn't go well, but you could definitely try. Alright.
Salty, you're gonna break it.
What?
He's entering your
I
rear.
believe in you. I believe in you, Salty. Here, let me help.
Didn't even
the
throw any
wings
KY.
the wings are just too wide for the LN.
Someone order 2 tubs of Astroglide. Maybe 3.
Make sure it's blueberry flavored. Yeah, I think the Aurora may be just a little too wide because of the wing. But it's not meant to carry anything really besides like a tank. Even then, I don't even think it's supposed to carry the Nova.
Astroglide. Squeeze it in sideways.
Well, ironically, actually, I think it's wider than it is tall. Yeah, it's wider than it is tall. So doing that would just make it even worse. Alright, where is my landing pad? Oh, they took it away from me. That's what happened.
That was too long ago.
Ah, it's up there.
Salty, you're gonna break it.
What?
He's
Yeah.
entering
I mean, and
your
it's
rear.
its engines, though they kind of lack. If you fly it in atmosphere, it handles really well.
Nice. Yeah, that was one thing that blew me away. So whenever we were flying the other day, I was in the Hornet, and Panda was in his Tano. And out in space, leagues faster than me. On surface, like in atmosphere, the fucking Hornet's a beast. An
Yeah, it's a
atmosphere hitting like
planetary- it-
340, 370 meters per second. I'm like, all right, they were without boost, and they were only able to get up to like 220, 225 or something like that. Both of their ships, both Waha and Salty.
It's a very good planetary fighter. That's why I love the Super Hornet so much, which I'm sad. The reason why I actually was aiming for the Valkyrie again is, for some reason, every time I buy a Valkyrie, it gives me a Super Hornet. I don't know why. It's just one of those weird things. Like every time I bought a Connie, it would give me another arrow. So I have like 8 arrows that I've nothing to do with.
Right.
Oh Jesus Christ, that was a bit close, wasn't it? I bought this one. Well, actually, I upgraded this one from a Cuddy because it saved me a bit of money. Instead of spending like 1,200, I think in total, I only spent like 1,000.
Gotcha.
Which even then, I didn't really even spend anything because in-store credits are a blessing. So
Yeah. No, and then I know that eventually I'll go through and do an exchange or an upgrade for the Cuddy to something else. The ships that I do have, my Prospector, my Mole, my Caterpillar, my something else, Raft. Like, I have, those are specific functions that I want to have them for, right? The Cuddy, I was just like, I mean, I'm almost there, High Admiral, so, okay. I bought that one. I do wish I would have bought it a little bit earlier, so I would have got the lifetime insurance on it, because that's one thing I didn't get for that one, so I'll have to go through changes and stuff like that to be able to pull those back in. But the Cuddy is one of those ones where I'm just like, it's a ship. It's definitely something I'll be exchanging. It's not terrible, but it's not.
it's unfortunately plagued by a few problems. Like if you try and take off, your thrusters from your ass will send you flying into a wall. So
Yeah, well, that and the big thing that I can't stand on the Cuddy, on the Cuddy Black specifically, I cannot stand the cockpit view. I like as the pilot, it's
Steel
terrible.
actually fixed that.
Did they?
Yes, they fixed that with the Steel. It is actually much easier to see out of, and it was probably one of the only reasons I kept my Steel for the longer than the 24-hour period that I would have to have kept it to sell it.
I wish they
Does
would
it-
go through and bring that into the other series of the Cuddy, because that's the biggest downfall to me. I'm like,
Well,
wait, so you have this
I mean,
whole
as cool as
visibility,
that would
but you
be,
can't.
It's kind of like the Aquila. The Aquila has the best cockpit out of the Connie series, I would say. As like my own personal opinion, take that as you will, but
Right.
and I wish that all of the Connies would have that rounded dome because it's so much easier to see out of. And instead of the metal bar directly in the middle where all the pointed glass comes together, you've got a nice rounded cavity that you can actually see out of, and you can see what you're actually just trying to shoot at.
Right.
But
I don't know. There's different things. I know that there'll be. I'm probably going to be looking more towards like the salvage functionality. Whenever that gets put in.
I cannot wait for that to come around and finally have a use for the Reclaimer.
Yep.
Or
I
whenever
do
they
wish that you
finally
could
add
do
in
a
this new
cleanup service for
farm.
the Reclaimer and just like, hey, can I get rid of some of the atmospheric kind of effects in the Reclaimer? Because
Can we get the Xeno out of the air vents, please?
pretty much like the dripping liquids from every vent. I'm like, ah. Do we
I
not
don't
have
like
maintenance
this.
crew? Can we not bring this into service? When I say repair all, do they not repair all? I'm going to start having to have words with the maintenance crew here. Maybe they're like, nah, fuck that. We're not going in there. There's an alien inside your
We're too busy
vents.
trying to fix the grinder's teeth to deal with your ship.
Right.
Yeah,
Jim's
man,
over
I'm
there
like
on the grinders, and we took care of the scuffs on the outside, but we're not touching that fucking alien.
we lost Jimmy and only found one of his boots half-eaten when we tried fixing the inside of shit. That's on you. Sorry, man.
Right. You need Ghostbusters and an Exorcist and Sigourney Weaver.
Can't forget Arnold.
Yeah, get Arnold in there as well. Maybe we'll just bring out the Predator and everybody. All right, but you have a good night. I know you need to get ready and stuff like that. I don't want to keep you away from everything too long. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how long I'm going to be streaming, but I probably will be on at some point in time tonight if I do need to get something to
I'll
eat,
be
though.
getting home around midnight, so if you're on around then,
What's your
I'll
time
hit you up
zone?
again. Pacific Standard, so it's
Oh.
6:30 for me.
So that's like way late
Yeah,
for me.
that's-
Well, it'll be like 1 in the morning. Honestly, I probably still
Yeah.
be on, but still.
Well, it was good seeing you, man.
You as well. Have a good, great Merry Christmas if I don't see you,
Merry
and
Christmas to you too.
have a good night.
Have a good night.
See you, bud. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Congratulations. Happy tonight. Walking around and top of a space station. I need to do that for next year. I need to have Star Citizen themed Christmas songs. Gotta start working on music on the stream. In the meadow, we can build a snowman. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream for right now. I will be coming back on here in a bit. I need to get something in my belly, and I also need a test for our... Just finished a ridiculous Netflix original movie about the end of the world. How's it going? I will be back in here later, well, and I am on Discord as well. But I need to stop the stream so I can go through and get the stuff taken care of outside of here to set up for Christmas tomorrow. So... I will be back soon. Until next time, this is Dream River. Oh, I get to also use this one. This is my chat, my dream stream chat. Oh, look at there, it looks precious. Until next time, this is Dream River 23, reminding you to game happy. I will be back on here in a couple hours. If you are on in a few hours, if you got nothing to do, if you hate hanging out with your family. No, not that one. I'm just kidding. Make sure you stop back by. Until then, this is Dream River 23, reminding you to game happy. I love you all, and I will see you all later.